guys? It's Mackenzie and I'm filming on my Canon camera. So you're gonna hear some noise because I don't have an external mic. Cool. I was gone last week. I don't know if any of you noticed, but I was. So I wanted to talk to y'all about why I took a break last week. I had some testing done and I'm gonna talk about that. But before I tell you my results of my testing, I am going to have to give you some backstory because I want you guys to know like what led up to why I got this test. It started in July of last year. Sorry, my cat is in here and she's going crazy. July 2016 was the downfall of my 2016. I know a lot of other people had a rough year in 2016. Well, that's when mine definitely started. My Mina, which is my grandmother, I call her Mina, she passed away very unexpectedly. It sent me in a really deep depression. It was really hard to overcome that and come out of that depression. It was just really hard because 2 days before she passed away, I had seen her and talked to her and everything was fine. She was her normal self. And then 2 days later, she was gone. And it was just really hard. And it's still really hard. After she died, I was very angry and depressed. I was working somewhere and before she passed away, everything was great. I got promoted at this job like very quickly. I became a supervisor fairly quick. It was a really fun job. It was a really fun place to work. After she died, everything went south. I was not performing at my best at this time. It just showed that I wasn't doing everything that I could for this job. I ended up getting written up. I was fine. I tried to change it. That was like a wake-up call, like, okay, like you're not performing 110% like you should, like you have been. Get it together. I could not get it together. It wasn't gonna happen. I was still very angry. I did not care about anything. I ended up getting fired. This was the first job I have ever been fired from. I felt like a complete failure. It sent me even farther down the depression slide because this fall semester, I stopped going to school. First of all, I hate school. We'll get there. But I had been taught growing up my whole life from everyone, you have to go to college because if you don't go to college, you don't matter. All right, okay, gonna go to college, get my degree, be a productive member of society. Not how my life turned out at all. Not at all. Last fall, I did not end up going back to school. Felt like a failure. Felt really guilty because I'm not doing anything super productive with my life. Working in retail, super boring. La la la. When I got fired, it was 10 million times worse. I had no purpose. I had no purpose in life. I didn't want to be here. It was not a good time for me. Bless my mother's soul because she said, I don't care if you have no money right now, you're going to counseling. You need to see a counselor. I didn't want to. I have told you guys before, I have social anxiety. Talking to new people is kind of a struggle for me sometimes because I don't like to put myself out there. I don't like to push myself out of my comfort zone. But recently I've learned it's okay to push yourself out of your comfort zone because people are gonna judge you no matter what. So why not just do you in the process? Anyways, so I went to counseling. I only went for a few months actually, and I ended up not needing to go anymore. In like the first few sessions, I remember my counselor talking to me and saying, do you have a hard time focusing? And I was like, wait, what do you mean? No? Yes? Actually, yeah. Actually, I do. I had never given it a lot of thought because I was in college and people who have ADHD or ADD don't have it in college. Like, you don't have that. What are you talking about? She was like, I think you should definitely get tested for ADHD. What's it gonna hurt? It's a test. Going to counseling really helps me even with my anxiety because it really did teach me you cannot care about everything every single person is thinking about you. because if you did, you would be worrying 24/7, which is not good. I made an appointment at the beginning of 2017 to get tested for ADHD, and I just got my results in last week, and I have ADHD. Honestly, that does not bother me one bit, because I've always had ADHD. I always will have ADHD. You just have to come to terms with stuff like that. My mom is actually a special ed teacher. Whenever she was teaching, she dealt with more kids just with learning disabilities, not like the severely disabled kids. Got to meet a lot of people when I was younger with ADHD and those kinds of things. I had never given it a thought when I was younger, but I had it. I had ADHD. And I remember talking to my mom, like, Mom, I really think that I have ADHD sometimes because I really can't focus. It's really hard for me to stay focused when I'm in class. And she was like, no, like, let me tell you what it's like. And I really remember this, and I don't remember how old I was, but I remember this explanation that she gave. A non-ADHD brain has 2 ping pong balls, and they're just bouncing around in your head. Someone with ADHD might have like 19 ping pong balls bouncing around in their head, and they can't control them. I definitely feel that way sometimes. Whenever I was in classes, just sitting there trying to pay attention to the professor, and I felt this more in college than in high school, because in high school there weren't as many distractions. There were just people like fidgeting and tapping and moving around, which is very distracting, not saying that it's not. In college, the classes are so much bigger. People have laptops, people have cell phones, people have tablets, people have all of these things distracting not just them from the professor, but everyone around them. And, all right, my camera stopped recording, so that's really cool. They have all of these electronic devices, or they're drawing or something. It's distracting. It is so distracting, not only to them, to everyone around them. I was guilty of this too. I was constantly on my phone in class, or on my laptop even. I didn't like paying attention. I mean, when a teacher is talking about something that does not interest me, it is really hard to pay attention. In my economics class, oh my god, that was the most boring class I think I have ever taken. Good for you guys who actually enjoy stuff like that. You guys help make this world go round. Having those extra distractions in college classes made it 15 million times worse. I really just enjoy the fact now that I don't have to go to class, that I don't have to sit in a classroom, that I don't like them. Yeah, I don't have my college degree. Yeah, I'm working part-time as a pharmacy technician. Yeah, it might not be what I want to be doing, but it's something. Eventually, I'll be able to do what I want to do. I just wanted to talk to you guys about this because it has been weighing heavy on me last week, and I felt like I needed to get it off my chest. I wanted to go into detail about what happened in my life. And on that note, I think I will be ending this video here. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.